There's actually 3 vocalists in the chorus, and they're all singing different things.
Vicky here at Download Festival with Adam of Lastelle. How are you today?
I am very good. It is hotter than I was expected. Last year we needed raincoats. This week we need like a string vest or something.
How would you describe your band to someone that's not seen you before?
Well, the guitarist always says metal to cry to. And I think that's quite right, because it's emo-y music. It's definitely post-hardcore, but with post-rock influences.
Yeah.
So we love our songs to be like cinematic.
Yeah.
So like a big wall of sound. And we've got a few selling points. We've got a trumpet, a flugelhorn, and we've got a drummer that sings. So I think we've got a few things that make us, quite unique. So yeah, that's how I'd describe us.
I mean, did the band find it easy to be vulnerable in songwriting?
I think we have to be, because our music isn't like surface level. We really like to bring as much emotion as we can and really make it feel like people can relate to us. Because the thing is, the honest truth is I'm quite a positive person.
Yeah.
I'm a happy person. Some people may call me quite camp. But when it comes to our music, it's like a way that we can release.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the feeling that we get. On stage, we're a different entity.
Yeah.
We can release all of our emotions. I'm not happy up there. I'm sad, and I can release those, the lyrics that I've written. I think so. Yeah.
And if you could describe your band in an object, an emoji, and a sound, which would you pick?
Well, my favourite emoji is the dancing, salsa dancer. I probably put it in like every other comment. And if you ever see that on our Instagram, it's always me that's doing that. And the other one was an object.
Yeah.
I imagine like a gnome in a garden when it's raining.
Yes.
And it looks really sad.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And you've got to pick a sound as well.
Oh, a sound. Cry. Just the sound of a teardrop hitting the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to playing Download Festival?
Yeah, we are so excited. Last year we were lucky enough to play at the RIP stage, the Courtyard stage, and we were super chuffed with that. And then we got that call to play the Dogtooth stage. So tomorrow at 11:45 we're going to be playing the Dogtooth stage. So we're very excited. Also, probably the biggest stage we've played as a band, so we're so excited.
Are you a band that aspires to play main stage?
Oh, absolutely. I think every band, we do it because we absolutely love it. And we know that sometimes some people think our music might be a little niche, like it doesn't it's a little different, but we definitely aspire to, grow as much as we can, get to see as much of the world as we can, because we just love playing the music that we play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it must be cool as well to see your band name on the Download Festival poster.
Oh God, it was crazy. And we went to like the sort of announcement party, and our name came up on the projector, and we were just like, whew, this is cool. This is so cool. And like I said at the beginning, we played the RIP stage. Of course, that's not on the poster, and we were so grateful for that. But being on that poster, I know that later I'll be walking past the merch desk, and I'll be like, maybe I'll get a T-shirt because our band's at the bottom.
You've got to do it. You've got to do it. Yeah.
Maybe frame it.
Yeah.
We're very, very happy, and we're very honoured to be a part of such a great day.
And I wanted to speak about one of your tracks. Tired Eyes.
Yes.
It's about grief.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So, Tired Eyes is about grief, but what we wanted to do when we made the track was there's actually 3 vocalists in the chorus, and they're all singing different things.
Okay.
So it's quite full on, and we wanted it to be almost like an emotional roller coaster. So it sort of builds up. When it gets to the chorus, we have our drummer singing, we have me screaming, we have our bassist singing, and it's sort of, that sort of overwhelming feeling. And that's what, when we wrote the song, we wanted it to be about how you can't really, the chaotic emotions that you feel with like grief and mental health when it comes around to grief.
That's really interesting. I didn't pick up on that. What I picked up on was some of the lyrics. You wrote, "Close my eyes, I hear your lies," and I just thought that sounds like someone lying to themselves for grief.
Yeah, it's sort of seeing it from a perspective where I don't know how to say it. It's like you don't believe what you're going through, and being able to handle grief, because we've all gone through it and everyone handles it in different ways, and we wanted to make it in a way where you couldn't comprehend the feeling of grief.
Yeah. It's interesting that, was it just one person that came up with the lyrics, or was it a joint collaboration?
So we generally, it really depends on the songs. Different people take lead on different songs. This one specifically, I think, was John Joe, who is our guitarist, that was mainly focusing on this song. So, but we always sort of like to add and talk about the song to. Yeah.
Well, it's important to cover topics like grief and all the sad topics. It's kind of what the alternative scene is about, but it's not that everyone's going around sad. It's just this is a community where we allow people to feel emotions.
I think that's exactly it. Like I said, I don't walk around sad. I want to have a fantastic weekend. This is going to be amazing. But our music and so many other people's music, we're connected because of that emotional vulnerability. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why I've always gravitated to post-hardcore music, post-rock and emo music, and that's why, I think, we all love our kind of music, and that's what I think you have to love it to really be so dedicated towards it.
As well, you have to be authentic in what you're singing about, otherwise it's not going to make the best music.
Absolutely, yeah.
The best songs are always the ones that you can relate to in some sort of way.
We've always thought that, we don't want to just follow the norm and just like, this is what is the current sound, maybe. I know that sounds maybe cliche. We always have just led into, what did we used to love? When I was growing up, all the shows I went to were floor shows. They were crazy. So when I was like, I want to be on the floor. So nearly every gig, I love to be on the floor. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And I've had people come up to me and they'll be like, I remember back in the day when it was like that. Because I think things, change over time. But I just really love that we have that sort of connection with the emo music.
Do you consider the band as storytellers through lyrics?
Totally, yeah. I guess I've never really thought about it like that way, but we've got different songs. Each song we like to tackle in different ways. A lot has been about mental health and dealing with grief and issues. And we have some which is more of a storytelling basis. But yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it definitely tries to be a storytelling and also like, I'm not sure how to answer it, but it's sort of like dealing with subjects that people can relate with.
On a more lighter note, anyway, how do you feel about Sleep Token and Green Day and Korn headlining Download?
Absolutely crazy. I love the lineup, and obviously, I think it's super refreshing. Like Sleep Token being headlining a stage. It's crazy in some respects, but it's amazing, and I can't wait to see them. I've seen them quite a few times already, and I can't wait to see them on a stage this big. Everyone grew up loving Green Day, and Korn's just going to be sick. So it's an awesome lineup, and we feel so honoured to be part of it. And we're playing on the same day as all these amazing bands. You know what I mean? So we're super grateful.
So what's next for Lastelle?
So we are announcing a headline tour on Monday. Might be telling you on stage tomorrow. So a headline UK tour, and we're super excited to, because we've been playing a couple of mainly like support slots, but we're ready to do some big, long, meaty sets. After our sets with these support bands, we have a few of people come up to us and they're like, We absolutely loved it, but we want like 10 more songs. You know, our songs are quite long sometimes, you know, so we want a little bit more time and have as much time to, have a proper set. So this September, headline tour, and then also in September we'll be releasing our EP, which is Exist Volume 2. We released Exist Volume 1 last year, Volume 2 this year. So in line with that, headline tour.
Cool. Well, we really look forward to hearing your new music later on in the year and seeing you out there at a live gig.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely to meet you.
You too.